Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I have some new products that I'm going to be unboxing, and this is probably one of the most interesting packages I've unboxed in a while. I really loved everything that came in here. As you guys see, we do have a big box, and this is an all-in-one kit. So we get gel polishes, a lot of them. We get everything from nail prepping items, a nail lamp, and on the front it does says all-in-one mani kit. So this is just going to be a manicure kit that you have everything from start to finish besides the nail enhancement, and it comes with 35 different gel polish colors. Like I said, it comes with a nail lamp, literally everything that you need. And feel free to pause and read if you would like to. If you just want to read about it on the listing, I will have this link down below for you guys to check out. And I didn't know how this was going to be unboxed, so I did open it sideways at first, but I got it together, and now I'm just going to be showing you everything that comes in this kit. So firstly, I am going to open the UV lamp, and it's pretty simple. I really like this lamp. I forget how many watts it is, but it did work really good. And so here's just the front view of it. It has 3 different time settings, and then also a 4th button for the on and off. I'm not really sure how many seconds the on and off button goes for, probably 30 or 60, I'm not sure. But yeah, it has a ton of lights underneath it for all around curing, and then that's where we plug it in and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in and show you guys how it works. After plugging it in and trying it, I did realize that it is motion censored, and also all of the buttons work. So once you press the button, it stays on for the amount of time you pressed it for, and it doesn't turn off even if you take your hand out of it. So yeah, all of the buttons work, which I really like. And I do like the size of it. It's really convenient. It reminds me of my Model 1's light. So yeah, I really liked it. The next thing that came in this all-in-one manicure kit are the prepping items and also some nail decorations. So I'm just going to open this really quickly and give you guys a look at everything that it comes with. Like I said, this is one of the most interesting packages I've unboxed in a while. So I was pretty happy and excited with everything that I saw in here, because you usually don't get this much stuff in a nail kit. So this here are some removal foils, and you can use these to soak off gel polishes, gel X nails, acrylic, maybe builder gel, and a lot of the other nail enhancements. It also works for dip powder as well. And basically you just soak the little cotton pad with some acetone and just wrap it onto your nail for about 15 minutes, and it will completely soak off. We also got some toe separators or finger separators, whatever you want to use it for. We also get some lint-free wipes, and they are pink, so I definitely love those. We get a 100-180 sponge buffer. We get a dust brush, and it's really soft. We get a pair of tweezers. We also get a cuticle pusher, and the other side is a cuticle remover. And this is also like a second alternative safety method. If you don't want to use cuticle nippers, you can use the other end of that cuticle pusher, and I really like that it was included, especially for like a prepping kit. We also get some nail clippers and a 100-180 grit washable zebra file. We get a stiff manicure brush. And also we get some nail decorations included. So we get 2 little pods of rhinestones. One of them are just regular clear or silver, and the other are AB, so they reflect like rainbowish type of colors. And we also get some of these little sticker guides, where if you put them onto your nails, it will guide you on how to make the perfect French tip. Every time I use these, well, when I used to try to use them, I could never really get them on straight. So my smile line will end up coming off crooked, so I don't really like to use those. I just like to hand draw mine. But if you are like terrible at doing French tips, those will definitely help you. You can just kind of clean it up if it does come out crooked. But for the most part, the smile line does come out really good if you were to use those. Then also lastly, you saw we had some little stickers, which were some bows and some hearts. Another thing we get in this kit is going to be the swatches for all of the gel polishes. And I really love the design of these swatch palettes. I think it's really nice and convenient. That way you have every color from this mini kit like right there all together. You don't have to like fumble through swatches trying to wonder what brand is from. Also inside the pouch we get some of these little hand clamps just in case you run out of the remover for use. You can purchase your own cotton pads or paper towels, whatever you want to use, soak them in acetone, put them on top of your nails, and then add this clamp. That way it stays in place and soak off. Those will really come in handy if you do a lot of soaking off and don't want to buy a lot of the remover foils. Now the last thing I'm going to show is the main event of this entire all-in-one kit. It is going to be the gel polishes, and I was so excited for it. But before we get into the actual gel polishes, there were some items that I have never seen before and I was really excited to try out. I love how their packaging looks. The first thing I showed was some cuticle remover. I see it being used a lot on Instagram, like different brands, but like I've never used the actual cuticle remover or like cuticle softener. I always just go in and just prep my nails, you know, and use some cuticle nippers. But I was really wanting to try that. In the video I did forget because I did end up coming back like the next day, so I didn't end up using it. But whenever I remember to, I will try it out and show you guys how it works. So that was definitely interesting. You don't see many of those in any type of nail kits, if I'm being honest. Also, we got some cuticle oil and a glitter top coat. And then the other essential products, we got a base coat, top coat, and a matte top coat, which I just showed really quickly so we can get into all of the gel polishes. And what I'm going to do for the gel polishes, I'm going to speed this up really fast and let you guys watch how I swatched all of these gel polishes. I just couldn't do it off camera. I had to come record this part so I could plug it in and let you guys see how all of these gels swatch. The one thing I wasn't really too happy about is how small the bottles were. But for the price of this kit and everything that you get in it and all of the colors that you get, unless there's like one color that you absolutely go back for, you may run through it fast. But with all of the shades you get, you can switch it up every time you come back to this kit. So I feel like with all of the colors we get, it will last you a while before the bottle becomes empty. But I'm just gonna let this play out and let you guys watch all of the swatches. This was probably one of my favorite parts in this entire video, so I hope you guys enjoy this as well. And I will come back once all of them are swatched and cured. So after all of that time, I did go ahead and cure all of these swatches, and this is what the first palette looks like. I love how this kit is universal. It has warm temperatures, it has cool temperatures, I meant shades. It has warm shades and cool shades, literally an all around type of kit. There's colors in here for every season and every occasion. Literally it has so many pretty shades in here, and I love the fact that all of these are one coat coverage. There were maybe like a couple that gave me a little bit of a transparency vibe, but for the most part these are all one coverage and there were no streaking. They all look really nice and solid and shiny without a top coat. So definitely I would check this kit out if you were wanting it for the gel polishes. Not to mention all of the other stuff that I showed, I would definitely check this kit out. And for the actual nail enhancement, so Beetles has a new TIPEX Instant Apex Gel X nail kit. A lot of brands have Gel X nails, but only 2 brands I've reviewed so far, with Beetles being the second brand. One of the 2 only brands that have these Instant Apex Gel X nails. And if you have checked out any of my other videos, these nails provide you the convenience of applying it with just a regular Gel X nail, but it also gives you like the perfect acrylic sculpted nails with an apex. So if you love the way Gel X nails are applied but you want like that acrylic sculpted look, or if you prefer your nails to have an apex, this is definitely a kit you should check out. So I'm just going to go through everything that it comes with. As you guys can see, it comes with a mini hand file. It comes with the nail gel glue, and this is what you are going to use to apply the actual nails. It comes with a base foundation gel, the cord for the light, and the light itself. I will say this kit really reminded me a lot of the other kit I reviewed. Like everything was just like really similar. I just knew from then I was gonna like it because I'd end up really loving the other one as well, and this one almost just feels the same. So yeah, I just know I probably end up liking this one as well. But just in case there are some differences, I am gonna go through the kit and just show you everything. So this is how the nails look. They do have a prep base already. As you can see, like the part where you will attach to your nails are matted out. Another thing I noticed is that each time I get a nail set like this, they always give me coffin nails. I'm not really a fan of short coffin on my hands. So as far as shapes go, I'm not sure if they are going to branch out to more shapes or if they already have them out available. I will go see after I finish doing this voiceover and pop it up on the screen if they do. If they do, I also have those listed down below if you prefer another shape. I'm always looking forward to seeing them have a square. That's just me. And this is how the actual nail looks. Since this one was already coming off, I just went ahead and got it off to show you guys, give you a closer look at what it looks like, the side view and everything, how it's gonna look on the nail. And as you can see, it does give you a perfect apex. Like you don't have to worry about trying to build an apex with acrylic or trying to pat the poly gel. This is definitely something you should check out. Like I said, if you are someone who's wanting that type of look but isn't able to achieve it with any other nail enhancement. And also these nails are super sturdy. I tried the bend test over every part of this nail and all I got was a hurt finger. Like it was starting to dig into my skin, and how much I was trying to press it and bend it, it would not budge. So these nails are very sturdy. And that's definitely a 10 out of 10 for me, because when it comes to a lot of the other Gel X nails, a lot of brands promote them as Gel X, but some of them especially like the cheaper brands that you get from Amazon. Those are just plastic nails. Like, you cannot convince me otherwise. And they are really flimsy, they bend a lot, but these are really sturdy. They're gonna last you, and also last on your nails if you do the correct nail prep and application. And like I said, I do think these are very similar to the other nails I tried. I don't know if it's right to compare, but from what I see, they do look very similar. So I did go ahead and pick out all of my nail sizes, and for these I did end up going with a slightly bigger size because for some reason I feel like the sizing on these was a little bit different. So maybe they aren't the same. I did end up going for the bigger nail size, and then I'm just using that hand file that came in the little prepping pouch kit to just reshape it around my cuticle area so it fits a lot better. And I did end up showing one on camera, but I did end up doing that for all of them. I think for except one, I'm not sure, but for the most part, all of them pretty much had to be reshaped around the cuticle area in order for them to fit better around my cuticle area. And then once I got that situated, I removed all of that dust, removed the dust from my nails, and I went ahead and plugged in my lamp so we can get on to the application of these nails. And like I said, I am going to be using that nail gel glue. I love the consistency of these. Like, one time I did say the foundation gel was better, but absolutely I was wrong. You know, I'll admit it. This glue gel is the perfect consistency, especially when applying these TIPEX nails, because I feel like when you are applying these, since it does have an apex, when you press it down, it does feel a little bit different. So you might try to like apply too much pressure, and if you apply too much pressure, the gel, if it's like a lot runnier, it will seep out from underneath the sides and just get all over your skin. But with this gel glue being a thicker consistency, not necessarily like a solid gel, but it is thicker than a top or a base coat, and with the pressure that you add and flow it to the tip of the nails, it does stays in place, so it only spreads where you want it to be. Unless you have too much, and then of course it will spill from the back or the sides. But for the most part, it does work really good when applying these, and I'm pretty sure you can use them for any other Gel-X nails. I love this glue. I do take all of these gel glues out of my kits and add them into a pile. That way, whenever I'm doing like other Gel-X nails, if I want to use them, I have them handy and I don't have to go back into all of the other kits. So yeah, just very simple. I'm applying these just like I would in here the Gel-X nails, applying some of that glue inside of my nail tip, starting at a 45-degree angle, and then adding pressure towards the tip. Once I see all of that product spread over the entire nail and it's straight, I do go ahead and give that a flash cure. And for the light, it was a motion sensor light, so it didn't have any on and off button. Whenever you put your nail underneath the light, it comes on, and when you remove your nail, it turns off. Very handy if you have a lot of gel products around on your table. You don't want anything to be cured without you knowing or just being forgetful. So I really love motion sensor curing lights. And then once I got all of them applied, I'm just gonna do some of my usual prep to these nails. As always, you want to go in with the hand file and just shape them up a little bit. Get rid of that little piece of plastic at the tip. And I'm also going to use my hand file and remove anything I may have spilled around my cuticle area and just do some sealing in and just make them a little bit more to my liking. after doing everything I needed to do to these nails, I also went ahead and buffed over the surface of them using that sponge buffer from the little prepping kit. And this is what the nails look like. Again, I'm going to show you the side profile of some of these nails so that you can see the apex and how it looks even after like doing what I needed to do to them, like file them and stuff. So I do love how the apex look. I love that they aren't like right at the cuticle areas like the other nails, so I feel like that was different in a way. But after all of that is situated, I'm gonna take that stiff manicure brush and with some alcohol on it, I'm just gonna wipe over my nails, make sure to get around the cuticle areas to remove any of that dust I may have left behind from the dust brush, and also underneath it as well. You want to make sure all of these nails are clean before going in with any type of nail art or anything else that you are going to be applying to the nails. And once I got that situated, I'm going to pull out the base foundation gel from the TIPEX TIPEX kit and apply a thin layer to all of my nails and cure for 30 seconds. Applying the base coat gel is going to allow the actual gel polish to look a lot smoother, and it's just going to apply a lot better. So for the design of my nails, I am referring back to my color swatches, and I think I want to use this pink here for my base. And the concept for my nails, I wanted to either go Halloween or fall, and I decided to go with like some fall inspired type of nails. But for the design, instead of doing them like fall colors, I did love this really nice selection of like blue and greens. I felt like they all matched perfectly well, so I'm gonna end up using those. I'm not going to take all of them out all at once because since I do have them swatched and not labeled, I do want to have them like in the correct place so I know what swatch is which. So I am going to be really careful when taking them out. I want to make sure I put them back in the correct spot. But for the base of my nails, when it came to this pink, I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more transparent. So on my nail palette, I'm mixing it with some clear, I forget which one, a base or a top coat. It doesn't really matter because I am going to be applying another top coat on top, but just to give this some clearness, or like just to dilute the color a little bit. I don't know if that's the correct word, but to make it a little bit more transparent, I did add some clear into it, mix that all up, and I'm just going to use the brush from the actual gel polish bottle and apply this to a base of all of my nails and cure for 30 seconds. I do cure this for 30 seconds, make sure it's nice and cured. Now I'm going to take each of those blue and green selections. I don't know how many I end up putting on my palette. I think like 6, maybe 6 or 7. I did end up just putting all of them there, not really sure which ones I was going to use, but I just lined all of them up, and I'm going to use a few different colors and do some French tips over all of my nails. In this case, I did kind of go like from lightest to dark, so I did end up using like that dark green, but you'll see how it ended up turning out. But for now, I'm just going to take each of these colors and do some French tips over all of my nails, and I am making sure to cure them for 30 seconds before moving on to the next one. At the start of these French tips, I was wondering why I couldn't really create my smile line as well as I wanted them to, and I realized it's because I wasn't cleaning my brush properly, and whenever like I just wipe it with some alcohol or some acetone, I just end up wiping it with alcohol, like I'm not gonna lie. But after all of like the paint is gone from the previous set or whatever I just got finished using it from, I just wipe that off and just set it back into my brush container, and I wasn't really looking at the fact that the brush bristles were actually still sticky from the product, and I just wasn't cleaning them as well as I should. And I realized that throughout like the half point of me applying my Frenches, and I got some of my brush cleaner, like when I was doing some cleanup, I just kind of sat the brush over in there and let it soak a little bit, and you could definitely tell because when I first got these brushes, and these are from Bombnails, if you are interested in the liner brush I'm using, they're from Bombnails, and I do believe this is like next to the longest size, I think. But they just weren't flowing as good, so when I actually cleaned them off, it definitely made a difference. And that really wasn't important, but I wanted to mention it so that you know you should be cleaning your brushes well. The brush cleaner I currently use is from Nail Supply Glamour, and I will link it down below if you are looking for a brush cleaner. I use it for my acrylic brushes as well, and they work really good. Yeah, but anyways, I'm just finishing up my smile lines, just cleaning them up. I am on my last one I'm gonna show on camera. I did make sure I cure those for 30 seconds. I did my thumb off camera, and now I'm just gonna go back in with each of these colors and do some little squares. If I didn't mention it yet, I am going to be doing like the little patches on my nails, and the way I feel like these are fall, like you know how when people do like the scarecrow type of design, like the patches on his outfit. And also I thought of pumpkin patch, like obviously it's not the same, but it's still a patch, like pumpkin patch patches. So yeah, I just did that on my nails, and I really love that they weren't like specifically fall shades. I really love that I make them a lot colorful. The blues definitely made me think about like the clothing, how people add patches to their pants and just make them personalized. I really like that look. Like you see a lot of those in like the thrift stores and stuff. I think those are so cute. I did add like 3 patches or 3 squares to each nails. At least 2 of them is gonna be like overlaid. So I do have to cure on the first 2 squares before adding on my third one, and you will see that's what I did throughout the entire nail set. This design isn't gonna be a lot. I kind of wish I could have did more with these shades. I will in future videos, but I just feel like I'm always limited when I'm doing a design with gel polish on top of like Gel X nails. I feel like I can just do so much more when I'm using like a longer base, when I'm doing like acrylic bases or long square nails with poly gels. It's just a totally different vibe. So with these, I kept it really simple, really cute, and very beginner friendly. So yeah, I end up really loving how it looked, and I love the colors that I did them in. So I'm just gonna finish doing all of that over all of my nails, and then we can get into the outlines and actually making the patches become patches. Around this time, as always, I do want to go ahead and say that if you are enjoying today's video so far, make sure to go ahead and give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, or leave a comment down below. It will definitely help me and my channel out, and I will be very appreciative. So yeah, I'll just let you guys watch the rest of this play out. So for the outline, I'm just cleaning up my nail palette really quick, and then I'm going to add this black. So the black color is the last thing I'm going to do before adding on my top coat. And I'm just going to go around my French tips, adding on this black and also outlining my squares. And then on like the outside of my squares, I'm just going to add some little stripes and some X's just to give like that cross stitch pattern. And it's so simple. All I'm doing is really small lines. So you have to be very careful when it comes to the small lines, but it's not like that hard to do. So I feel like it's very easy. I'm just outlining my squares and adding on like the little lines and stuff. So again, I'll let you guys go ahead and watch this play out as well. Before I add on my lines though, I did want to make sure I cure them so I don't mess anything up. So I'm going to be outlining my smile line areas and outlining my squares first, and then I'm going to cure them, and then I'm going to go back and do like my cross stitch patterns. And that's just how I'm going to finish off today's video. So again, I'll let you guys go ahead and watch that play out because it's not really much to explain. Like I said, it's self-explanatory. And again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far, and I will see you guys at the end of the video. After all of my nail art is done and cured, I'm going to be taking that top coat gel from the all-in-one manicure kit and applying a layer to all of my nails, and then of course curing for 30 seconds. And this is how I'm going to finish off today's set. I'm not going to be adding any more nail art, charms, or rhinestones. I'm just going to leave it as is because I do want this design to be focused on the shades and the actual tip nails. So I'm not going to do anything else to them, just apply my top coat and cure. And then I'll be back to show you guys how the finished set looks. Even though I didn't use all of the items that came in this all-in-one mani kit that I could have used, like my prepping items, I did my nail prep off camera anyway, but like I wanted to use that cuticle remover, but the next day I came back to finish the design, I totally forgot. So I did want to make sure that I used the cuticle oil they provided, and I really love the way it applies. So after I finished rubbing on that cuticle oil to re-nourish my cuticles, this is how the finished set looks. And I love how it turned out. It definitely reminded me of like a scarecrow's outfit with the patches. I think it's really cute and adorable. Definitely would have looked better on a longer set, I'll just say that. But for the most part, what I had to work with, I think I did a pretty good job at doing this design. I think everything looked really nice. And the best thing about this is that it don't really have to be neat at all, because it's just kind of like you cutting out like fabric and just sewing it on however you want in a way. So yeah, I really love the outcome of this nail look. I really love the TIPEX nails. Again, I'm giving you guys a side profile of how the nails look being actually done. If you do want to check out the all-in-one manicure kit and also the TIPEX Gel X nails, I'll leave both of the links down below, along with the special discount code that you can use to save some money off if there's one. And that basically concludes today's video. Let me know what you thought about today's set, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.